once you've signed into your Vaillant app, this will be your home screen. In the center, you'll be able to see your target temperature in large, and underneath, the current temperature. At the top, the outdoor temperature and the air humidity. Now, with the buttons on the home screen, you're able to manually adjust the temperature. So let's say you're feeling a little bit cold in your house right now, you're able to manually increase the temperature. And what this will do is, it will boost your heating for a few hours. Now, ideally, we would like to have a heating schedule set for the entire week, so you don't have to worry about it every single day. But what this option will allow you is the extra freedom to adjust the temperature outside of the schedule. Now, in order to set your weekly schedule, we need to go into Systems. So if we click at the bottom left, find Controls, and then you can see we have the heating controls for Zone 1 and Zone 2. But for most homes, there will only be one zone. So let's click into the heating options for Zone 1. And as you can see, there's the weekly planner, operation mode, setback temperature, and manual temperature to set. From the weekly planner, we're able to set in schedules. So we press on to add new time period and select from 6 a.m. to 10 p.m. For most homes, this will be the time where heating will be required. Once that has been added, you can also copy the daily schedule settings and apply it to every single day of the week, so you can have a fully ready weekly schedule. Once that's done, make sure you click on the Save button at the top right hand side. Let's return to the heating controls for Zone 1. Underneath the weekly planner, you should be able to see operation mode. And to ensure the schedule works, we need to make sure the operation mode is set on time control. However, if you wish to maintain a constant temperature throughout your home, you can put it on manual. And similarly, in the summer, if you wish to have no heating, you can have the heating off. Moving on, there is a function called the setback temperature. And this will allow you to set a threshold temperature that ensures a speedy return to your target temperature if the home falls below a certain level. So let's say if I set the setback temperature at 20 degrees, what this means is if after 10 p.m. your house falls below 20 degrees, the mechanism will kick in and maintain your house temperature at 20 degrees. So when you wake up in the morning and the schedule is set to start, the system will only have to heat up the house from 20 degrees to 22 degrees. Now, we recommend a maximum of 2 degrees below your desired temperature to ensure the maximum amount of comfort in the least amount of time. The next important thing to set is the hot water schedule. Similarly, from the settings, we go into Control, find the domestic hot water option. So the setup is the same as before. We would go into Weekly Planner, add a new schedule. Now, our recommendation is to set the hot water schedule from 4 a.m. to 6 a.m. and once again in the afternoon from 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. However, it is important to note when adding a new time period, you need to ensure it is at least 2 hours in length. This is because we need to give the system enough time to heat the water to the sufficient temperature. And in terms of the hot water temperature, we recommend a temperature between 45 degrees to 50 degrees. Now, the lower the temperature, the more efficient the system will be. If we go back into Controls, we can see a hot water boost button underneath the domestic hot water. What this can do is it will provide you with an additional hot water boost outside of your schedule. So for example, it's Christmas, you have lots of family members around and everybody needs to take a shower at 9. So what we would do is around 8 p.m. we would manually activate the hot water boost. And finally, for many of you, this will be a new system and you would love to find out how it's performing. So from the home page, we click at the bottom right. This will tell you all the energy information. So at the top, we have a system overview. We click into that. We can see all the information that the system is currently running at, i.e. the hot water temperature, the temperature of the actual flows and water pressure. And underneath, we can select the time intervals in which we can view the system in. And currently, I have the yearly overview of the heating system. We can see that the energy efficiency is at 3.4. And similarly, we can view the energy efficiency of the hot water too. We can also select both the heating and hot water to have a combined energy efficiency. A good reference point to take would be on your handover certificate. When we complete the installation, we will give you a handover certificate. And on the certificate, you will be able to see a expected heat pump efficiency level. This can be used as a guideline for your system. But for this instruction video, I am simply using a demo. And if we move on, we can see the energy consumption and production of the whole system. For around 4,000 kilowatts of energy, we have produced around 13,000 in heating and 1,000 for hot water. And moving on to the graph at the top right-hand corner, this environmental yield is the additional energy pulled in by the heat from the outside heat. And all this information can be downloaded by the top right-hand corner, and we can select the year.